Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my class. I am Tasnim Sadika, teacher of class 4, and today's subject is Bangladesh Global Studies. So we are going to study chapter is about population in Bangladesh. Start our lesson today. So the first part of this chapter is the population in figures. So in the beginning of the chapter you can see here is a chart about some total population in Bangladesh in past few years. So you can have a look on this chart, and here is a point named population increase. So population nearly doubled after 37 years, and the growth rate is 1.2% per year. The growth rate has been lower than past few years, but we are still facing problem because the rapid growth rate in the past. So let's move on to the next point, which is population density. So first we have to know what is population density. So population density is the number of people are living per square kilometer. So in Bangladesh, according to the record of 2011, the density is 1015 per square kilometer, and Bangladesh is 11th most density populated country in the world. And for this overpopulation, we are facing some negative problem, or we are facing some negative effect on our life. So let's see what are the points. You also have a book, you can have a look on your book. So I am reading out this point. People cannot get enough work, they cannot buy enough food, they cannot send their children to school, they cannot get medical support, they are increasing crime rates in society. It is difficult to keep environment free from pollution. So because of overpopulation, we are facing such kinds of problems. So move on page, which is about some exercise. Here is exercise number A, B, C, D, and the exercise is very easy. You can do it by your own self. I have done exercise number D for you. Here is filling the blank. Here, the total population of Bangladesh in 2011 was 14 crore 97 lakh. The annual growth rate is now 1.2% per year. The population density is now 1015 people per square kilometer. We are the 11th most density populated country in the world. On to the next part of this chapter, which is the causes of overpopulation. So there are many causes of overpopulation, but here there is mainly four causes of overpopulation, and the causes or reason are the social reason, economic reason, religious reason, and health reason. So what is social reason of overpopulation? There are some lack of education, child marriage, polygamy, or wanting more male children are the main reason of social reason of overpopulation. And the next point is economic reason. As our country is mainly dependent on agriculture, most of our population or most of our people are living their livelihood by doing agriculture, so they need more male children. So for this the population is increasing day by day. And the next point is religious reason. Many people think that God will give them shelter and food. They don't have realistic thinking at all. So for this the population problem or the overpopulation problem is increasing day by day. The health reason. So as our population is growing too much, so we are not getting proper food to eat. So that's why people are not properly healthy and they are not participating in any work. So they are staying at home. So this is the reason of overpopulation. Here is a exercise for you. I have done a exercise which is number B. You can have a look on this. Move on to the next page, which is about your question answer. Here is four short questions and two broad questions. You have all got your hand notes, right? So you can memorize them from your hand notes and you can write it on your copy. So if you feel any confusion or any problem during this time, you can call me or message me for your help and I will try to help you out. So chapter which is chapter 2, cooperation in the society. So the first part of this chapter is men and women. So here are some key points I have written for you, which is about this chapter. So a good family lives in a harmony. The parents, the grandparents, and each other. The children respect their parents and each other. In a family, boys and girls should be treated in same way. They should given same food, same education, and they should help around the home. In the workplace, men and women should be treated equally. They have the same capabilities so they can do the equal work. In the population, there are equal number of men and women, so there should not be any discrimination between them. So page which is also some about some exercise, you can do it by your own. And moving on to the next part of this chapter, which is about the social differences and special needs of children. So in a society we are living many kind of people. Many kind of people have many kind of different social backgrounds. For example, people may have different language, different religion, and different occupation. And some people, even in our class, may have some difficulties. Like some of our children may have difficulties with seeing, difficulties with hearing, difficulties with disabilities, or having special mental needs. So, what can we do for them? We must encourage them to keep coming to school. We must never offend them. We must think what we can do to make their life easier. So this is all. Now moving on to the next page, which is about some exercise. Here is exercise number A, which you can do by your own self. And here is exercise number B, which is about a table. You can take help your book from your book. And here is exercise number D, which is about a matching. I have done this for you, so let's have a look on this matching. If we say something offensive to someone, they will get hurt. If a child has difficulties with Bangla, match with we will help them to understand the language. Number C, if a child has difficulties with walking, match with we will help them to move between the classes. Number D, if one of our classmates cannot see or hear well, match with we should help them to sit near the front. So this is about the exercise. To the question answer part. Here are four short questions for you and two broad questions for you. So you have to memorize them, and for a better output or a better memorization, you can write it on your copy. You have got your hand notes, so don't waste your time. Try to utilize this time at your home. Memorize them, write it on your copy, and in the next class I will ask you the questions. So get ready for that. And that's all about our today's class. I hope you all have enjoyed it, and see you in the next class. Stay home, stay safe, and Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.